Hi guys, welcome back. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day and I have been super sick for the last 2 weeks. So I am very excited to be out. I'm still a little sick, so I'm not sure how long it'll last. Um, but I decided to come down to somewhere I haven't filmed before, but this is the first place of the river that I went to while I was in Kansas. So uh, basically straight south of where I live. And I'm a few miles downriver of where I normally look, but I'm not sure what I'll find here, what kind of gravels and stuff, but I'm going to be looking for larger gravel deposits and agates. The river just here is just absolutely gorgeous, so I'm excited for this possibilities, even just enjoying being outside. So I'm going to go look for some gravels, show you some of the river here. It's really nice with all the grass and stuff. So it is spring. The river's starting to get more grown. Most of this around here is sand, but man, look at it. It's just beautiful out. Nice big bridge here. I'll probably end up crossing at some point and try to find gravels over there. I do have my wired mic on with the poof. I had to rubber band it on because it kept popping off, so hopefully that helps with the wind noise. If not, I thoroughly apologize. I'm doing my best. All right, I found my first piece. Get ready. It's massive. It's this guy. Oh, that thing's tiny. That's a piece of old bone on the right, or some sort of fossilized bone. But this guy just tells me that they're here. That's all that says. So I'll keep looking. A couple feet away from the other one, actually. There's another little guy. Another little guy right here. Actually, nice and solid. Finding all these little shards. They've got really nice designs, nice solid pieces, but they've got pulverized upriver or something. Walking through this quite tall grass here. Agates are very heavy, kind of like gold. They're not heavy like gold, but they are heavier than a lot of the other rocks. So they act the same. So you can use the same kind of physics principles to find them on a river, like where they'll concentrate on a river. So just up ahead here, there's a very sharp bend in the river. And so I'm trying to go to the inside of that bend, up here somewhere, to go to the inside of that bend in order to see if there's a concentrate of gravels, and hopefully in those gravels there'll be a bunch of agates, and hopefully the little bit larger ones. The ones I've been finding have been about a half an inch across. Still finding these little guys. They're really nice colors though. A little bit of reds, a lot of blue, mostly blue around here. And this location is the first place I ever found an agate, and it was black. So I was expecting to find some more black ones, but so far today I've only found blue ones. Location. There's something about this location, they really pop out at you. Quite a contrast to the surrounding gravels and stuff. These three are all sitting within a few feet of each other. That's almost the biggest one I found today, that middle one there. I don't even know what this is. Looks like some sort of fossil of a shell. But then the other side looks fake, or like man-made. Kind of looking under these bushes. There's some bigger pieces that the bushes kind of protect from erosion. And a piece of this yellow jasper, kind of whatever that is. Piece of chalcedony, red and white and blue, and something like that. Looks funny. Found my first large gravel deposit. And this chunky honey agate was really opaque. Alright, I finally found a decent sized one, I think. See if you can see it here. Pretty nice. Nice light color. See what happens with that. I've been more aggressively polishing these just to end up with a kind of a nice polished stone rather than all these rough agates that look cool but maybe could have some potential improvement. Ooh, right next to each other. This guy's popping out right here. A big guy. A little bit more rough. I thought this was a piece of asphalt at first, concrete, but it's an agate. It's really dark. Really nice though. Nice solid chunk. Nice little swirls and bands through it. Nice reds in it. I like it. Probably my favorite one of today so far. Some hematite. Interesting how it always hollows out like that. These are not agates, but they're quite colorful. Very interesting. Really solid colors though. Another one of those really dark ones. I almost thought was asphalt. I'm always interested in the history of where a lot of these came from, or the rocks and stuff, but a lot of people don't really know where like the rosebud agates come from. And then some of these, I guess they're called Lake Superior agates, so then hypothetically you think they were coming from Lake Superior. But the Arkansas River flows from Colorado through Kansas, where it becomes the Arkansas River apparently, and then back into Arkansas. And so you'd think most of them would come from the mountains in Colorado. But for me, since a lot of people don't agree on where they come from, I think it's pretty cool that at the point where you don't know where something comes from, you just have to accept it for what it is. And then at that point, you can accept it for the beauty that it has. So I really appreciate kind of just being able to find all kinds of different ones around here, being able to see the beauty all around us. And for me, it's a challenge because I'm looking at the ground. I have to remember to look up and enjoy where I am sometimes. But I get to appreciate these agates just for what they are, rather than knowing exactly where they came from and their scientific makeup and all that stuff. I guess what stands out to me the most is you have these two rocks and they're both, you know, what's the difference between these two rocks? Well, one's beautiful and one's kind of boring. And the fact is they were both created when God spoke them into existence. But to me, it speaks of the creativity of God, that even rocks are unique. And we've got boring ones, but they're good skipping stones, you know. Bloop. That one didn't skip. And then we've got really beautiful ones. And we got all these colors and swirls, and you know, God created all this, all the rivers, all nature, those birds over there flying and dipping and eating fish and all this stuff, but even down to the little detail of little rocks. And he created that, I think, so that we could enjoy the beauty of his creation. Here's a neat one. Got some greens in there. I made it home, and I found this little jar buried in the sand that perfectly fits all of the little agates that I have found today. As you can tell, perfect fit. Except for those two really on top. But did put all the little tiny ones on the bottom. But thanks for watching, y'all. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow in the next video. Not tomorrow, next week.